Indeed, there has been a second train derailment in Ohio, not nearly as dangerous as the one a little over a month ago that still has East Palestine residents wondering what is next for them. David Yost joins us right now, the Attorney General of the state of Ohio. General, very good to have you. Do we know much about this second derailment and how dangerous it is?
Well, obviously, we're still finding facts. We didn't have the hazardous cargo that the East Palestine incident did, but obviously we're monitoring the investigation on that, and it's concerning that it's the same railroad.
You know, Norfolk Southern has separately said it's come up with a plan to improve safety. Now, a lot of that came at the behest of folks like you and certainly the governor, to say nothing of the administration, the transportation department. Can you tell us a little bit about what Norfolk Southern is trying to promise here? Because, again, all of this came with yet another derailment, but tell us.
Yeah, well, the CEO is promising to do everything in his power to put the people of East Palestine back in the position they were before the derailment. We'll see. My office will be filing in the next 3 weeks or so an action in federal court under the CERCLA statute, also adding some state law claims as conditional claims into that lawsuit. And it's our goal to make sure that they live up to that promise. As far as Norfolk and Southern are telling us about their safety program, I'm glad that they're working on safety, and they need to work harder. But I hope that those of us in the public sector might be forgiven for looking beyond whatever they may propose to see what else might actually be necessary.
You know, it seems inevitable, Attorney General, that we're going to see a whole wave of new rules and regulations to address safety, because technically, we're told, Norfolk Southern didn't break any laws or regulations in place, even carrying the hazardous waste it did. So that obviously changes. But do you think that it changes quickly? In other words, that new rules are put in place, even voluntarily, by the industry and companies like Norfolk Southern with materials they're carrying now?
Well, of course, the law creates a minimum. They're allowed to do more than is required by the law, and I'd certainly welcome it if they did things like tell us about Class 2 cargo that they're not required to call officially Class 3 hazardous. If you still let us know if that's coming through our state, that would be beautiful, and you're allowed to do that. Nothing's stopping you. As far as reform goes, I think it's very important that we recognize that, A, the railroad industry is not the enemy. They are a critical part of our economy and move a great deal of freight safely and cheaply. I think it's also important to actually look at what happened, what were the causes, and we're still waiting to hear a lot of the details from that investigation. There's a lot we don't know. Sometimes, particularly at the federal government level, the tendency is don't just stand there, do something, even if it's wrong. We need to do what's right here, and certainly we ought to be looking at the regulations and the statutes and what needs to be updated. But at the same time, let's not just go putting on regulation for regulation's sake.
Got it. David Yost, Attorney General of the state of Ohio. Thank you, sir. Very good seeing you.